Hey, what's up guys? This is Martin here from Kodiak. Guys, before we get on with the video, let's just take a look and appreciate the view that we have behind us, because it's absolutely beautiful today. It's phenomenal. But today, we're going to talk about something very, very important. We're going to talk about the importance of having the right friends. The importance of being selective when it comes to your friends. Because a lot of people, trust me man, trust me bro, most people don't give this any thought. They just kind of, accept anybody, and we're not taught about this in school. I think that's the main problem here. But regardless, you need to be selective of who you let in inside your circle, because it's kind of like, it's one of the things that we don't pay a lot of attention to, but at the same time it can make the most profound difference to our life. Straight up. Because you are literally the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And it's a stoic concept, but it's absolutely real. Because your network is your net worth. That's the bottom line. Because literally, guys, yesterday, just to give you guys a little example here, I was hanging out with my Italian bro here. His name is Gabriel. He's a great guy. And we were kind of hanging out, we went inside this little hotel, and we met this guy. He was a YouTuber, by the way. He had this cameraman that was walking around, and he was filming him. And at some point we chimed in, and it turned out that this guy is a huge YouTuber in the United States. His name is Bryce Hall, by the way. You can look him up. He has like 3.3 million subscribers on YouTube. It's ridiculous. It's insane. And he's leaving today, by the way. And Bryce, if you're ever watching this, shout out to you, my man. He's a great guy. His cameraman as well. I mean, his crew was just really good. And, but that's the point. You need to surround yourself with the right people and be in these kind of environments. Even though he's in a different niche, he's not really, like, I had no idea about this guy, by the way. I know he's like a TikTok influencer in some way. He's kind of in that space. I don't really watch it, but he's kind of like he's an entertainer in a way. But it was great meeting him. He's a good guy, and that's the point, man. My friend as well, Gabriel. Like, he's a blessing to me. Like, he's such a good guy. We have so many great talks whenever we meet, and that's so important. You need to be in the right circle, because your friends, bad friends especially, they will jeopardize your success. They're going to slow down your progress. And it kind of feels like you have an anchor on your back. And it's almost like it's impossible to move. You know what I'm saying? It's a hell of a drug. And you don't want to be addicted to it. Because you just don't want to get sucked into that kind of environment where you're procrastinating, you're hopeless, you feel like a complete bum because you're surrounded by a whole bunch of bums, most likely. And that's why you don't feel like you can make it. It's because of your social circle. So be very wary of this concept. And, just take a look at your friends, by the way. Look at all the people that you're hanging out with consistently. That includes your family members, your coworkers, your friends, or so-called friends. Even your girl, man. The girls you're hanging out with. And ask yourself this question. Is this person or this individual moving me forward? Is he aligned with my vision? Is this person going to help me later? Because in most cases, man, it's going to be a no. So, this is my point. This is my exact point. You need to be in the right circle all the time, because this will literally fast track your success like nothing else. Okay? And I kind of, like yesterday, for instance, not yesterday, but like 2-3 days ago, I was at the Lamborghini dealership. And just when I was walking out, this one young guy walked in. He's 26, by the way. He's 26 or 27. Turns out he's an Ukrainian entrepreneur. He's selling some things online, and he's pretty big in this space. So I'm probably going to meet up with him. We're gonna have an awesome conversation. I might interview the guy on my channel, because I'm inspired by success. And this is the problem that a lot of you guys have. You're hating on success. You're criticizing people. You're criticizing people who are making it. And this is wrong. Because the law of attraction is real, you know, and your thinking is literally going to manifest itself into reality. So, you don't want to jeopardize your success, because the bad friends, again, bad people, having toxic friends, toxic girlfriends as well, or toxic boyfriends or husbands, it's a huge thing. It's a huge deal. You want to have the right vibe. And, yeah, man, it's such a big issue. And if there's one thing that's going to change your life more than anything else, it's this: your friends. Because most people, again, and I know I'm kind of repeating the same shit over and over again, but it's because I want to prove a point to you guys. You have to be very selective of your friends. And don't just accept anybody into your circle. No. Be cautious of it and pay a lot of thought into it. Like, whenever you want to accept a new person into your circle, always ask yourself this question: what does this person bring to the table? Do they have any kind of qualities or traits that I would like to have in my own life? Because if you attract the wrong people, bro, you're messed up. You're gonna mess it up. It's such an important thing. But again, people are kind of lost. It doesn't cross their mind. So you need to be aware of this concept of your friends, your social circle, and who you let in. Because if not, your life is going to turn into a complete mess. You're going to become like one of the bums. Because that's what it does, man. So, just to sum it up, guys, become very aware of this concept. Really, pay a lot of thought into this. So if your friends or your family members or people in your life are not bringing any value to you, well, leave them behind. I don't care if they're family, because trust me, just because they're blood related, it doesn't mean they're your family. And I've seen this so many times in my own life. Just because you guys are related, just because they're your cousins or aunts or your parents even, or your grandparents, it doesn't mean they're going to help you. It doesn't mean that they're going to be aligned with your vision and your goals. That's such an important lesson. Again, let me repeat that. Just because you guys are blood related, it doesn't mean they're your friends or that they really care for you. Okay? A lot of times, guys, I would say it's the exact opposite. Actually, strangers are going to support you more. I've seen this so much with my own channel, bro. Like, a lot of you guys who are watching me, like, it's amazing. It's such a good thing, And literally, random strangers, people that you don't even know, are going to support your journey way more than your close friends or people that you know. They're going to compliment you more. They're going to appreciate you more. They're going to give you the thumbs up, right? And it's such a relief, man. It's such a relief. Because a lot of people are jaded. A lot of people don't want you to win. And they're jealous. They're insecure. Like a lot of people, bro. Like, with any kind of success that you're going to have. With your looks, with your body, with building muscle, with, making that big boy check, when you're balling, and that, supercar. People are going to be jealous. It's just part of life. And just like with girls, like if you attract baddies into your life, you're going to have some miserable little pricks. They're going to attack you, they're going to criticize you, they're going to tell you that you're this and that. They're going to tell you that she's just with you because of your money. And, they can yap their mouth, whenever they want. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you believe in yourself and that you have a strong opinion for yourself. Of yourself, though. So, yeah, don't pay them no attention. And be very cautious and very careful with who you let inside your circle. That's my point, guys. Because you don't want to jeopardize your success. And literally, like, it's going to stop you. Like, if you don't have the right friends, you're going to slow it down. I've seen this so many times in my own life. If there's one thing that I regret the most on my journey, is that I could have removed myself from my old friends and people who are holding me back. My toxic friends, most of the time, my colleagues, my work colleagues, people who I thought were my friends, in real life, they really didn't care. They just pretended to be my friends. You know, I wasted so much time on that. And sometimes you may feel jaded. It's not really what you want it to be. But learn your lesson and apply it forward. That's my message, guys. Really. It's such an important concept. Because you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. If you hang around 5 losers, there's a really big chance that you're going to become the 6th loser. And conversely, the opposite way as well. If you're a good guy, if you're hanging around other millionaires and people who are really making it in life, guess what, man? Yeah. You're going to become the 6th millionaire in your family. And it's so inspiring. Like when I saw that young guy who pulled up in a Lambo, I did not feel jaded. I was not feeling insecure. I was not jealous. I was inspired, actually. It was the quite opposite for me. Maybe that's just me, because I'm just wired differently. So, you don't want to sabotage your own success because of your bad friends, because of your influence, because of the influence that you have, from the people around you. So be careful with it, really. I know sometimes it can get lousy. You may be going through a lot of adversity, a lot of failure, and a lot of struggle and misery. It feels like it's hopeless. You might go through a lot of depression and nobody's supporting you, but that's okay. Don't expect support on your journey. Find the right people. Find people who are aligned with your vision. People who are kind of on the same path, and people who are on the same level, and people who are above you, just to get that little bit of inspiration into your life. Just so that you can see that it's actually possible. Because if you're surrounded with winners, if you're surrounding yourself with winners, at some point you're gonna get this little thought in your brain. You're gonna be like, hey, it's possible. It's actually possible. How come this guy could pull it off and I can't? It's totally possible. So don't feel jaded, don't feel lousy because you don't have the right friends. And change your social circle. Change your friends if you want to elevate your life. That's my pro tip for you guys. And it's a legendary tip. It's so important. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. By the way, we have a free Discord group that y'all can join down below. And again, let's just take a look and look at this beautiful view that we have behind us. So anyway, thank you guys so much, and I wish you guys a beautiful day. Stay strong.